Alright, we're back live. Have to restart on a different phone. ABC 123. Let me turn off Wi-Fi. Hold on, let me turn off Wi-Fi. On iPhone, you have to go to settings to turn it off, like off. Well, after I make this, hold on, let me turn off Wi-Fi. Alright, Wi-Fi is off. Alright, welcome back to another live. Shout out to Joey State Farm, huh? Joey McQueenie from State Farm.
At the light, turn right onto South Vance Street.
Alright, welcome
In
back, guys.
800 feet, turn left.
I got 3 Britneys within a span of like 8 hours, bro.
Turn left, then turn left.
3 Britneys. Baby, come on.
Take the next left, then turn right.
Baby, come on. Baby, come. Leasing, right? Nothing else, right? Yeah. Dollar Tree. Dollar Tree on Instacart. Dollar Tree from Instacart. Hold on, I gotta check this one. I'll be right back. The dollar amount is more than the
Turn right.
the
then
mileage
your
is bigger than the
destination will
dollar
be on
amount. Instacart. Oh, fuck that shit. Well, walk there and get it yourself. Fuck, boy. Who the fuck's gonna do that shit for you? Not me. Walk there and get it yourself, motherfucker. Try spam this shit, huh? It costs money to spam on my stream, broke boy. It costs money to spam. Alright, come inside for extra tip. Live check. Live check, I don't know. Is it still looping? Still looping? Live check? I have no reception here. I only got 1 bar. Yeah, usually I secure the drinks better. I don't know. I just woke up from a nap. I'm not fully awake. We're good? All right. Yeah, dead spot, bro. Dead spot. Dead spot. Yeah, I had to come inside, but yeah, it was too wet. She didn't give me that extra tip. Got too wet. Sometimes not good too. Yeah. She got too wet. I don't think she gave me that extra tip, huh? Ooh. It's alright. She was okay, yeah. That's bought. Are you trying to speak in an Australian accent? Karina, that's bought. I wonder how ISO sounds like. You speak with an Australian accent, right? ISO? Ooh, man. That's not good. Ooh. Okay. I've seen Asians speak an Australian accent. I watch 60 Minutes Australia. I've seen Asians. Seen many Asians speak with British accent, but yeah, not too many Asians speaking Australian accent. Ooh, man, feel really bad. She asked him if he have a kangaroo for a pet or something. You have a pet kangaroo? those fucking kangaroos vicious, man. They'll choke your fucking dog or something. Yeah, I seen a kangaroo dog or something, and the man have to punch him. They're not cute. They're not that cute. They're fucking vicious, man. Them kangaroos. They can box too. Or they'll jump kick you. That's what they do, right? They jump and they kick you. I want to try kangaroo meat. Like kangaroo on a grill. That'd be dope. Oh shit, speaking of kangaroo, there's a guy in Grand Junction that fucking have a kangaroo for a pet. In Colorado, yeah, he has a kangaroo pet. And the kangaroo escaped twice already. Then the police have to chase him down. And Junction is 4 hours away from Denver. You know. Yeah, he got a kangaroo pet. And I think the kangaroo jumped the fence. Yeah, they can jump pretty high, right? I think he leaves the kangaroo in the backyard, and he jumped the fence and escaped. And somebody called the police and they had to chase him down. Depends on your state. Yeah, in Colorado I think it's legal. Some motherfuckers have tigers in their apartment, bro, like a fucking tiger. In an apartment, I think. Yeah, I don't know, man. The cost food gotta be fucking insane for a tiger. Tacos Rapidos. They're expensive due to the how much food they eat. More than a lion. That goes, yeah, that depends on state. Yeah. To have what's considered a pet or whatever. I don't know. Remember emotional support animal? We looping again? All right. Most airlines get rid only allow dogs and cats for emotional support animal. But 10 years ago, some people abused that shit. Motherfuckers have all kinds of wild emotional support animals like reptiles, miniature horse or donkeys or whatever. Yeah, some people take that shit too far. Emotional support animal. Yep, them kangaroo are vicious, man. They look really cute, but very vicious. Yeah, I've seen a kangaroo choke a guy's dog, and then he had to come in and beat up the kangaroo. All right, got another one. Shit.
Head east on West Alameda Avenue toward South Knox Court, Morrison Road.
Huh. I don't know. That might pass some. That might pass some. That might pass Carino. Holly is an emotional support animal, you know. When she hopped on the plane, it was pretty empty. This was during COVID or something, I don't know, or 2021, you know. And she sat on the seat, and the flight attendant like, no, she can't sit on the seat. You pay less if your dog is an emotional support animal, and they don't have to be in the.
In 800 feet, turn right onto South Irving Street.
Where they put the luggage, yeah. Or else you have to put them in a cage, and with the luggage or something, I think.
At the light, turn right onto South Irving Street.
So Holly flew with me from Denver to Dayton, Ohio, or Cincinnati to be exact.
Continue on South Irving Street for 2 miles. In 1,000 feet, turn right onto South Federal Boulevard. At the light, turn right onto South Federal Boulevard.
Yeah, it costs like $100 to get the emotional support animal certification. You just say you gotta have PTSD or some shit.
Continue on South Federal Boulevard for 2 miles.
Just tell them you have PTSD. Do you ever watch Hiding in My Room, Karina? He blogs about having sex with a blow-up dog versus woman. Hiding in My Room. The name of the channel is Hiding in My Room. You know. He's Asian British, Malaysian. You know, his mom is Malaysian, his dad is British. And Hiding in My Room is the name of the channel. Is this where we're going? Yeah, he makes a comparison too. Emotional support versus woman. I did a reaction to that. His sub count is 120K now. A couple of big YouTubers reacted to him. We're talking 1 million sub channel. Hiding in My Room.
Hiding in my room.
Alright, Hiding in My Room. Yeah. I reacted to it. He puts everything. I mean, I vlogged the whole day, but I don't put everything online. Yeah, there's certain things I don't go. You know. But he vlogs about everything. Yeah. Every single detail, I think, or I don't know. But to a certain degree, I can to a certain degree, I can relate to some of his shit, you know. So he married a Japanese wife, and he blogs about every, I don't know, he talks shit about his wife, yeah, before they were still married or some shit. I don't know if that, yeah. What else happens? Hiding in My Room. All right. Well, that's popular. Why I have no friends. My girlfriend face ugly. Okay. Why my love doll is better than a real woman. All right. I took a nap, Sarah.
I'm guessing this is a weird onion. This is so hard.
Why my love doll is better than a real woman. All right.
Doesn't really smell like anything. It's like a pea.
Thank you, bro.
In 1,000 feet, turn right toward West Jewel Avenue.
And then we have seeds inside.
Take the next right toward West Jewel Avenue, then slight right onto West Jewel Avenue.
20,000 that you did watch, thank you very much. And you may know that I recently purchased a rubbery girlfriend
In a
substitute.
quarter mile,
I would
turn
love
right
to talk
onto
about
West
the
Evans Avenue.
experience of using one, but since I like money and I prefer it if this video stayed monetized, we'll be talking about the financial benefits of using a rubber girlfriend instead of a real woman. Okay, so first of all, if you wanted to see the
At the
actual
light, turn right onto West Evans Avenue.
toy, then unfortunately I won't be able to show you in this video either because we're trying to keep things family friendly. If you would like to see it, I have pictures up on my Instagram, and I might be adding more pictures onto my Instagram. Rabbit Save My Family. Okay, let's talk about money. So first of all, how much did I spend on the product? Well, I spent £250, and you might be thinking, wow, that's a lot of money.
400.
And yes, it is quite a lot of money.
USD.
But when you think about it, it's quite cost effective if you compare it to alternative methods
400
of
USD.
achieving physical pleasure. Now, before we jump into the comparisons, there's a lot of obvious benefits of using a rubber girlfriend. First of all, no pregnancy, no STIs, no bleeding, no periods, no complaining. She doesn't say no. You can do it whenever you want to. You don't have to worry about being selfish. You don't have to worry about making her cry or bleed. And you don't have to worry about doing 5-play either. And then once you're finished, you can just shove her back into the closet and then get back to whatever you were doing. In my case, usually Rainbow Six. So first of all, let's compare it to your bog standard instant Cheerios.
In
Now
1,000
usually for me,
feet, turn left
instant
onto West
Cheerios
Dillip Avenue.
involve me having to go all the way up to London and booking a hotel for the night. And a return ticket to London on the train costs £27. And then I also have to pay for the hotel room, which can cost between £100 to £150. Now, it would be great if the girl that I'm going with pays for her half, but since we live in a society where the man is expected to pay for everything just because he's a man, unfortunately, usually I have to pay for everything. So that's around £27 plus £150 for the hotel, and that's just for a couple of times for one night. Compared to that, I think that the rubber toy, men's toy, rubber girlfriend version is more cost effective because yes, it costs a bit more, £250, but then you get to use it as many times as you like. Okay, so next I would like to compare the rubber version to paying for cereal. And in my experience, when you pay for it, it can be quite expensive. If you want the cereal to be delivered directly to your room, you have to pay around £200. Plus you have to pay for the hotel room, and you might also have to pay for her travel expenses. So you could be spending up to £400 just for one time, just for a 1 hour session. And that's not very cost effective if you think about it. One time, £400, or £250 for the rubber version, and you get to use it as many times as...
Cereal is having sex, yeah. That's coded language to get around monetization, demonetization. Cereal. Having cereal is having sex, I think. Yeah. Well, I gotta pick up this order. Hiding in my room. Yeah, it's fascinating. Fascinating. It's good, Seattle. What's happening? Antonio. Hello, Antonio. Thank you, Joseph. I'll link his channel if you guys want to watch. I think it's interesting. Thank you. Drop the link. My day is good, bro. My day is good, bro. My day is good, bro. My day is good. Are we looping? The fuck? There you go. Hiding in my room. I need some food after this though. Fucking getting hungry. Oh, it's good, Sarah. Hiding in my room.
You need easy-to-apply DTF transfers from Ninja Transfers. Any design, any color, on any material. You don't get that with other transfers.
The whole process is super easy, from start to finish.
How easy?
And you get to use it as many times as you like. And finally, let's compare it to my most expensive method of achieving physical pleasure, and that would be flying to Japan. And we don't really need to do any calculations because obviously
What is it?
just the plane ticket alone is way more expensive than the rubbery version. If I stay in Japan for a few months, it's going to cost me thousands and thousands, usually over £2,000 at least. And then I'm not even guaranteed to find what I'm looking for. For example, in 2016, I went all the way to Japan and I stayed there for a few months and couldn't find anyone. Failed completely. Couldn't find a girlfriend, couldn't find any girls who were up for it. The closest I got to serial was sniffing some girl's armpits in my bedroom, and then she rejected me anyway when I asked if she was up for it. So 2016, worst year of my life ever. I spent all of that money going to Japan. I couldn't even find a girlfriend after 3 months in a guest house. Complete failure. I guess my main complaint about my serial doll would be the lack of legs and the lack of a head. It also doesn't have arms, but I don't really care about arms. I would love it if it had... It would be great if it had legs as well, mainly because of the... You know, I would love to be able to buy one of those full body versions that have arms and legs and a head, but they're just so expensive. I think they're around £2,000. They can cost thousands and thousands. But I'd like to get one eventually, so I've set up a donation goal on my Patreon, which you can check out. I'll link it in the description. I also make, well, I try and make Patreon-only content, but I haven't really made much recently. But I am trying to make more. And if you'd like to help me achieve my dreams of obtaining and purchasing a fully rubberized girlfriend, complete with a head, legs, and arms, then the option of Patreon is always there for you. And I appreciate all and any support that I can get. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye. Hello.
So there's a lot of YouTube reaction channels that try to dissect this guy. Like, is he being for real, or is it satire, or he's trying to get views or something? I don't know. Yeah, he has a lot of uploads. Yeah, lots and lots of uploads. How many views? 987. 987 videos. All right. I think he only does long form, mostly long form. Yeah, that's a lot of videos. It's probably like
In a quarter mile, turn left onto South Irving Street.
he also vlog about the divorce. Yeah, him and his Japanese wife got divorced. You know.
At the light, turn left onto South Irving Street.
He did a couple of interviews. He says some of the stuff was exaggerated. That's typical of YouTube, yeah.
Continue on South Irving Street for 1.5 miles.
Everything's a little bit exaggerated, you know. Let's go to his first ever video, huh? Lonely Guy Animation, MacBook. Alright, so he did some other shit. Did a MacBook unboxing. Camera unboxing. Eight years ago. Alright, let's go to...
Hey, so I want to talk about the time when I was in Japan last year, and I was staying in this guest house, and there was this Japanese guy who I was quite friendly with, which was kind of unusual because I kind of just ignored all the other Japanese guys, because usually I don't find Japanese guys very interesting to speak to. I find that they're too serious, or they don't really have much of a personality. It's like they're always trying to please you. And
I haven't been to Japan. Hold on, let me log out Instacart. Be back in 5 seconds. Be back in 5 seconds. I had layover in Japan many times, but that doesn't count. Yeah, I haven't been to Japan.
One Japanese guy who I felt comfortable with. I felt relaxed. It's funny, I need to feel good about a person before I can open up. Hey, so in this video I want to talk about the time I had this Japanese student and she walked out on me after 20 minutes. So 6 years ago I was in Japan on the working holiday visa and I had several jobs. My main job was in a convenience store at Lawson and I worked there for about 26 hours a week. I also had a second job in an izakaya, which is like a Japanese pub, and I only worked there for about an hour every evening. And they sent me home before 7 p.m. for some reason, before it got really busy. It felt like they were just humoring me. I was like this foreigner who was just interested in experiencing working in Japan, and they were like, okay, we'll give you a job just so you can experience it, but we're not going to take you seriously. We're not going to treat you like a proper member of staff. In the izakaya, all I did was cleaning and washing up, and they actually taught me how to make a few Japanese dishes, which I tried and I completely screwed it up. It was an absolute disaster. So in total, I was working about 30 hours a week and I had enough money to support myself, be independent. I could pay for rent, I could pay for food, and I still had enough money left over to go socializing, to go to restaurants, to go to karaoke, to go for drinks with friends. I think a lot of people believe that living in Japan is really expensive, when actually it's not. I was working for minimum wage in a convenience store for just 30 hours a week and I could support myself. I was independent, I was living by myself. And sure, I couldn't save up much money. I didn't have enough money to like make savings, but I could pay for rent and food and I could still have a nice social life. Every time I tell people that I'm going to Japan, they're always like, oh, isn't Japan really expensive? It's not really that expensive. Sure, if you live in the middle of Tokyo, then rent is going to be really expensive. But that's just, the same goes for every country. Even if you go to London, if you live in the centre, if you live in a nice area in London, it's going to be really expensive. But if you live in like the suburbs of Tokyo, like outside of Tokyo, then it's very affordable. I was also teaching English one-on-one private lessons. I signed up on this website called findstudents.com and you write out a profile, you put your photo and you can set your own lesson fees, and Japanese people go onto the website and they search for teachers and they contact you. I had two students. My first student was this male middle-aged guy and I really liked him because he was really chatty and talkative. I'm a really shy and quiet person. I find it very difficult to come up with conversation topics and to make small talk. So if my student or my conversational partner is like a really chatty, talkative person, then it's great. It's perfect for me because I don't have to put much effort into trying to come up with things to say or to try and think of conversation topics. He was a really big football fan. He would always bring this football magazine into our lessons and he would show me his magazine and talk about Manchester United and his favourite football players. And
Where everybody go? You guys don't like this guy? You guys don't like hiding in my room, huh? Where everybody go? Everybody leave? Everybody leave? ABC 1, 2, 3. ABC 1, 2, 3. Alright, we're still good.
In 1,000 feet, turn right onto West Kenyon Avenue.
AM local. 11 a.m. local. Because you know what that means. Gotta go live on Food Addict, huh?
Take the next right onto West Kenyon Avenue.
No. Vietnamese channel. Go live on my Vietnamese channel.
In a quarter mile, turn right to stay on West Kenyon Avenue.
I'll see you guys on Vietnamese channel. Huh?